Welcome back to Apex Sci-Fi. If an alien civilization looked at Earth from orbit, they would see cities, roads, and internet cables. They would assume humans are the dominant species. But if they looked closer, if they zoomed in on our daily lives, they might come to a very different conclusion. Who works 40 hours a week? The human. Who sleeps 18 hours a day on the softest furniture? The dog. Who buys the food? The human. Who eats the food without paying? The dog. And, most damning of all, who follows who around the park, picking up their waste and carrying it in a bag like a sacred relic? Today's story is about the xenoanthropological mission of the Krell. They came to Earth to establish contact with the planetary rulers. Using pure logic and observation, they determined that the hairy quadrupeds were the emperors, and the hairless bipeds were the servants. This is the story of how the Galactic Federation tried to sign a peace treaty with a golden retriever named Buster. If you serve a furry master who pays no rent, smash that like button. And if you want to see aliens try to interpret the geopolitical significance of a wagging tail, subscribe and ring the bell. Who's a good boy? We are about to find out. High Observer Varkan sat in the stealth observation post, cloaked in the upper atmosphere of Earth. His mission was critical: identify the alpha species of Sol 3 and initiate first contact. Report, Varkan clicked, his compound eyes scanning the monitors. High Observer, his lieutenant said. The social hierarchy is complex. There are two primary species living in symbiosis. One is large, hairless, and seemingly industrious. The other is smaller, fur-covered, and lives a life of absolute leisure. Describe the interaction, Varkan ordered. We are tracking a subject pair in sector, suburbia. The bipedal unit, let's call him Dave, wakes up at 6 a.m. He prepares food. He does not eat it himself. He places it in a ceremonial bowl for the quadruped, Buster. The quadruped eats first. This is a classic sign of dominance. Varkan nodded. The alpha eats first. Proceed. After the meal, the biped attaches a tether to the quadruped. At first, we thought the biped was restraining the beast. But look closely. The quadruped leads the way. The biped follows. When the quadruped stops to sniff a tree, the biped waits. The biped has no autonomy. Then came the smoking gun. Observer, watch this. The lieutenant magnified the image. Buster, the golden retriever, squatted on the neighbor's lawn. Dave, the human, waited respectfully. Then Dave produced a plastic bag. He bent down. He picked up the waste with his own hands, shielded by the bag. He carried the waste for the rest of the walk. Varkan gasped. By the stars? He collects the Emperor's biological matter? Is it for religious worship? Is it a tax? It appears to be a mandatory service, sir. The biped cleans the habitat. The biped works to pay for the habitat. The quadruped contributes nothing but vibrational morale, tail wagging. Conclusion? Varkan asked. The canines are the ruling class, the lieutenant declared. They have enslaved the humans through some form of psionic mind control. They force the humans to build cities, farm meat, and invent climate control, all to serve the comfort of the canines. The humans are a slave race. Varkan stood up. We must make contact. We must speak to the leader of the free world. Find me the dog with the shiniest collar. The Krell shuttle landed in Central Park, New York. They didn't land near the UN building. They landed near the dog run. Varkan emerged, flanked by his honor guard. He wore his finest ceremonial armor. He held a translation device calibrated to canine frequencies. The humans in the park froze. They stared at the aliens. But the dogs? The dogs went wild. New smells. New friends. A massive Great Dane trotted up to Varkan. Varkan bowed low. Greetings, Great Emperor, Varkan intoned. I am Varkan of Krell. We come in peace to offer you membership in the Galactic Council. The Great Dane sniffed Varkan's crotch armor. A bold greeting, Varkan noted. A dominance display. I respect it. The dog barked. Woof. The translator word. Translation, I detect bacon. Do you have bacon? Varkan was confused. Bacon? Is this a metaphor for economic prosperity? Yes, Great One. We have infinite bacon in the stars. The dog wagged its tail. It licked Varkan's helmet. He accepts the treaty. Varkan shouted to his crew. The saliva is the seal of friendship. Suddenly a human owner ran up. Rex, get away from there. Bad boy. The human grabbed the Great Dane's collar and pulled him back. Varkan drew his weapon. Halt, slave. Do not touch the Emperor. Unhand him. The human blinked. What? He's my dog. Sorry if he slobbered on you. Your dog. Varkan scoffed. You serve him. You feed him. You pick up his excrement. Do not deny your servitude, human. We are here to liberate you if you wish. Or to trade with your masters. The human laughed. Dude, I pick up his poop because I don't want to step in it. He's a pet. He's not the master. He drinks from the toilet. Varkan paused. He drinks from the waste sanitation disposal unit? Yeah. He's an idiot. But I love him. Varkan looked at the Great Dane. The dog was currently chasing its own tail, spinning in a circle until it fell over. This behavior, Varkan whispered. It is not the behavior of a hyper-intelligent overlord. It is the behavior of a chaotic biological anomaly. Lieutenant, Varkan radioed the ship. Reanalyze the data. Are we sure the dogs are in charge? Sir, the lieutenant replied. I am watching a feed from a human house. The cat has just slapped the dog. The dog ran away whining. New hypothesis, the felines are the true rulers. The dogs are merely the enforcers. Varkan looked at a nearby bench. A cat was sitting there judging everyone. The felines? Varkan shuddered. Their eyes, they are filled with malice. They do not wag. They stare. Let's try the cats, Varkan decided. He approached the cat. Oh, silent overlord, Varkan whispered. We recognize your authority. The dogs are clearly your pawns. The cat hissed. It swiped at Varkan, scratching his armor. Translation, touch me and you die. Bring fish. Okay, Varkan nodded. This one feels more like a leader. The aggression. The entitlement. We have found the ruling class. But then the situation escalated. Animal control arrived. A van pulled up. 2 humans with nets got out. They were coming for the loose dogs and the aliens. Varkan watched in horror. The slaves are revolting. They are capturing the emperors with nets. We must intervene. Varkan aimed his plasma rifle at the animal control officer. Release the alpha. But before he could fire, something happened that changed his understanding of humanity forever. The owner of the Great Dane, the slave, stepped in front of the alien gun. Hey, the human shouted. Don't you point that thing at my dog. Move aside, slave. Varkan warned. I am saving your master. He's family, the human screamed. He picked up a stick. You want him? You gotta go through me. Then other humans joined in. People grabbed their dogs. They shielded them with their own bodies. A woman picked up her chihuahua. A man hugged his pit bull. They looked at the aliens with primal, defensive fury. You touch my dog, a grandmother threatened, holding a purse like a flail, and I will end your bloodline. Varkan lowered his weapon. He looked at the lieutenant on the comms. Analysis. Sir. The biometrics are spiking. The humans are releasing massive amounts of adrenaline and oxytocin. They are willing to die for these creatures. Why? Varkan asked. If they are not slaves, why protect the parasite? It appears to be a symbiotic bond, the lieutenant realized. The humans provide resources. The animals provide emotional regulation. Without the animals, the humans become unstable. Set. Lonely. Varkan looked at the humans. They weren't servants. They were parents. They love them, Varkan whispered. It is illogical. It is inefficient. The animal drains resources and offers no labor. And yet, the human defends it like a treasure. He looked at the Great Dane, who was now licking the face of the man protecting him. It is a pack bond, Varkan concluded. They are a collective. To attack the dog is to attack the human's heart. Abort mission, Varkan ordered. We cannot negotiate with this planet. Why, sir? Because a species that treats its lowest animals as royalty is too unpredictable, Varkan said. They value cuteness over survival. They value fluff over logic. If we stay, we might end up adopting one. I find myself wanting to pet the Commander Rex. Sir, that is a biological hazard. I know. But he is a good boy. The urge is overwhelming. The Krell fleet retreated. They realized that Earth was not a political hierarchy they could understand. It was an emotional, chaotic mess where apex predators, humans, voluntarily submitted to the whims of scavengers, dogs, and sociopaths, cats, because it made them feel happy. It was a weakness. But seeing the humans ready to fight a spaceship with sticks to save their pets, Varkan realized it was also a terrifying strength. You can threaten a human's land and he might negotiate. You threaten a human's dog? He will burn the galaxy down. This has been Apex Sci-Fi. We work hard so our dogs can have a better life. That is the American dream. If you would fight an alien warlord to save your pet, smash that like button. Comment below. What is your pet's name and official rank in your household? Mine is General Meow. Subscribe. And give them a treat. Who's a good boy? You are.